Good morning. The workplace technology is revolutionizing how we communicate at the office. Will we stop altogether talking and communication? How will humans fit in with the machines and one another? Automation, artificial intelligence, the essential role of humans will be main point of today's listening and speaking class. With you, Rakhmatova, senior teacher at Buxoro State University. To understand the concept of the next evolution of work, we should look deeper into the frame of 21st century demands. That is, from robots to artificial intelligence, the future of work will be defined by technology. How will humans fit in with the machines and one another? As an excellent resource for today's class, I chose an article by Peter Evans Greenwood, Harvey Lewis, and Jim Cox in the magazine Atlanta. Before we start, let's look closer into the title and then go to the main concept. Key concepts: artificial intelligence, workplace technology, office communication technologies, virtual reality, physical proximity, impersonal atmosphere. The question, how shared experiences and practices with a water cooler affect the way you interpret the article title, The End of Teacher, will help you to understand the symbol of a water cooler in different cultures, in different offices, in many parts of the world. Please try to answer the question, record your own voice in order to reflect in future. My answer to the question 1 would be, most often, water cooler in the office express or shares the experience of more vibrant work life in the office. The article chooses a water cooler as a symbol of a teacher, but different offices in different parts of the world might share a different particular object or different particular experiences. Question 2. What sociocultural factors play a key role in interpreting often the end of teacher? On some level, offices exist to inspire in-person collaboration, but many of the basic technologies that employees now use to work together often encourage them to work virtually independent of one another. A derelict water cooler expresses deserted office and future impersonal atmosphere within employees. Automation, artificial intelligence, and the essential role of humans. Please refer to the article paragraph, read it, try to express your opinion based on each point, and record your own voice in order to reflect further. The first point, debate, the future of work often revolves around one major point of contention, the impact of automation on the workforce. What do you think about it? Next point, pessimists believe that humans will be made redundant by artificial intelligence and robots. How do you see it? Third point, Optimists believe that historical norms will reassert themselves and technology will create more jobs than it did. Do you think, are you ready for 21st century demands? The fourth point tells it results in a new occupation that requires new skills and knowledge and new ways of working. Imagine and tell one profession that will be newly created after 20 years. Please record your own voice in order to reflect for your speaking. Next, I'd like you to listen and answer the following questions while you listen to the recording. First question, what's the upside of teacher to tutor? What are the possible snags? Listen please attentively and note down in your notebook necessary information needed to answer the question. What's the upside of a teacher-teach meeting? That colleagues work together in close physical proximity, but never needed to talk person to person. For one, it may make work experiences more seamless and efficient by eliminating gossipy disruption that can get in the way of sustainable affairs. It also may safeguard employees from physical harassment, a growing workplace concerns, theft, hostility, and all sorts of issues. But there are possible threats. The virtual environment has the potential to reduce social inhibition. It could lead to confrontation. It's also possible that technology will create a more impersonal atmosphere without devoted to the teacher that can make work life more vibrant. Research suggests informal office boundaries can boost productivity. Office relationships could start to resemble the interactions with office strangers in public spaces. Ultimately, some experts believe humans may remove themselves from the work execution altogether, though not in the same that they will be replaced by robots, as many have predicted. Have you envisioned a time when machine learning and artificial intelligence will bring about digital simulacra that emulate the appearance, voice, knowledge based on individual intelligence? Such simulacra, he explains, will serve as information assistants, handling various brief professional interactions. All of this can come together into a scenario in which people working in the same physical location still have person-to-person interaction, almost exclusively for non-work issues while using smart items, tools, and simulacra to meditate professional issues. Experts envision a similar future in which employees use artificial intelligence in the workplace. We will soon be at a point when our artificial intelligence is meeting on our behalf, making agreements, and then potentially doing our work as well. Only how different. In the end, though, such a scenario might bring us closer together. We could all be sitting at the beach next to each other, unaware that our surrogate was doing business while we go in the same. Thank you for listening. Try to answer this question and record your own voice in order to reflect. Let's turn to the discussion point. How might humans react to social change psychologically? What do you think? Are humans ready for 21st century workplace demands? Physical space, physical proximity, impersonal atmosphere, artificial intelligence, workplace technology, office communication technology, virtual reality. This key concept will help you to discuss the idea of how might humans react to social change. psychological. Please think and record your own voice for 1 minute to reflect further. Our next task is also listening. Listen to get ready to discuss features on the point how work cultures can be reflected in pictures. Please listen attentively and point down in your notebook. Discussions about the future of work often occurs around one major point of contention: the impact of automation on the workforce. Rarely does anyone engage in the debate step back to examine what is meant by it. Yet both the pessimistic and optimistic views are founded on culturally bound conception of work shaped by the ideas and practices of the Industrial Revolution. In this conception, work is seen as the performance of a well-defined task or set of tasks laid out sequentially in assembly line fashion to achieve a particular outcome. Efficiency gains come from specialization, which allows workers to become better and faster at given tasks in practice, and from automation, which replaces the human task performer with an even better and faster machine. If work is viewed essentially as a collection of tasks, then artificial intelligence growing capabilities may indeed seem troublesome, raising the factor that most of all human work will simply be automated away. But there is time in this post-industrial age to consider a different path. As artificial intelligence becomes more capable and flexible, might it not enable work itself to be reconstructed, not as a set of discrete tasks in a process, but as a calibrated problem-solving force in which humans define the problem, machines help find a solution, and humans verify the acceptability of those solutions. Automizing work into a predefined set of tasks is neither human nor intelligent machine. To be sure, people can perform specialized tasks, and artificial intelligence can be used to automate them. But realizing our full potential and their technologies may lie in putting them both to a more substantive use, where each augmenting the other capabilities. Consider how humans and machines could productively interact if both were organized around problems to be solved, not processed to be executed. In such an environment, management of the problem definition becomes the main concern. Humans take responsibility for shaping the problem, what data to consider, what good looks like, and for evaluating the appropriateness and completeness of the solution. Automation, including artificial intelligence, augments this work with a set of digital behaviors that replicate specific human actions, but with the advantage of using more data to provide more precise answers, while not falling prey to cognitive biases to which humans are prone. Reframing work from tasks to be done to problems to be solved, and the consequent reframing of automation from the replication of tasks to the replication of behaviors could give us opportunity to make the most of artificial intelligence capabilities as well as our own. Thank you for listening. After you listen to the recording, please discuss how work cultures can be reflected in pictures. In the first picture, we can see human hands working together with robots, expressing safety. Robots and humans will be working together in safety. In the second picture, we see people sitting with headphones, symbolizing impersonal atmosphere. In the third picture, two people talking, having a chit chat, expresses a vibrant atmosphere in the office. A derelict water cooler picture expresses a deserted office and derelict communication. In the third picture, we can see the next future evolution of a bird. We can see it anywhere, and via simulacra, we can be working everywhere. Please look at these definitions and paraphrase those definitions, noting down in your notebook. Artificial intelligence, workplace technology, virtual reality, physical proximity, impersonal atmosphere. Artificial intelligence is defined as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks normally requiring humans' intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. How would you paraphrase this definition? Next is workplace technology. The digital workplace is a collection of all digital tools provided by an organization to allow its employees to do their job. Virtual reality, the computer-generated simulation of three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a real physical way by a person using special electronic equipment such as helmet with a screen inside or glass with a sensor. Physical proximity, closeness, impersonal atmosphere, not showing any emotion about the person they're dealing with. As a home task for today's class, you need to record a 3-minute monologue on workplace technologies revolutionizing how we communicate at the office. Will we ever stop talking altogether? I hope the listening recordings and illustrations will help you to record the monologue or discuss the point. You know, on some level, offices exist to inspire in-person collaboration, but many of the basic technologies that employees now use to work together often encourage them to work virtually independent of one another. Document editing services, for example, allow employees to collaborate without ever communicating in physical space, while cloud-based task problems let workers discuss projects in real time at their respective computers. In office, email chains have also given employees fewer reasons to speak in person, even as open plan offices have proliferated with employees speaking in direct view of each other. How have workers responded? They don their headphones as the new voice to signal they're involved in high concentration work and not available for teachers. Does voice a social critic whose research focuses on the future of work. Such behavior is indicative of a wider workplace trend. As office communication technologies have become more advanced and more employees are avoiding direct interaction with their co-workers. Experts say this is a shift that is likely to continue. A raft of emerging technologies even suggest a future perhaps decades away, but maybe sooner, in which offices are populated by employees who engage in virtually no work process, face-to-face contact with coworkers. Which isn't to say co-workers won't connect. Even as employees make the transition to solitary work, they may begin to communicate in new ways that are as engaging as real-life interaction. Virtual reality, for example, could eventually allow for the kind of rich interaction that would take place in physical proximity, says Martin Ford, and also of studies of artificial intelligence and robots, among other things. Without the water-cooler-style chit-chat that can make work life more vibrant, office relationships could start to resemble the interactions we have with strangers. What do you think? Thank you for the lesson. Goodbye.